story starts this year, returning to life in London as we all knew it. A bigger show, a more graphic show.
Let's go back to where you were, so tilt down.
Stop talking!
The lighting was dialed up 100 times. The fireworks became bigger and bolder. We started with a bang.
Culturally speaking, London is really important to me because it's where my mother, who's a singer, it was basically where she was most successful. So she came here as a young Black American coming to the British scene, and she was working with people like your Rolling Stones and people of that generation in that time. So what am I interested in, what I grew up listening to, and it's literally a broad section of things, and that's partly because of being so connected to London.
I don't think you could do this event without music. Every element has its own part to play. The soundtrack especially brings together the narrative of the show, and without having the music and all the sound design elements, it wouldn't make sense.
Celebrating 50 years of Pride.
Everything is working around the phrase "with love from London," and every element that we pull together is all working towards that.
Let's just do the top line if that's all right.
First things we're looking for is that music that kind of embodied that sentiment. So whether it might have been something lyrically or in the feeling of it or in the approach of it.
We've really tried to capture the spirit of London and represent all the different textures and flavours and sounds you hear across the capital.
Everybody's looking for the music to kind of get their inspiration to do all the other parts, whether it be the lighting, whether it be the fireworks, whether it be the drones. You need that kind of basis to kind of get the project moving, so it's massively important.
Did you just put those in?
Yes.
Yes.
So here at Celestial, we bring the stars alive, and we have this fantastic brand new artistic medium of drone art, and we use it to try and inspire audiences around the world. In essence, what we do is very much like filmmaking. So we create animations on a computer with lots of points of light, and then that animation feeds into the drone software, which corresponds with each drone you see in the night sky with a light on it.
We have our pre-visualization for the London show. We use these cubes in 3D space to represent our drones. And basically all we need to do is pop them into position, and being very careful that they're not too close, because our drones can only be 2.5 meters away from each other in the sky. And then you end up with your final image, and when we launch them, they basically will know exactly where to go, and all those positions get sent into the drones, and everybody's really happy.
And then the final bit is to push the button, and up they go.
That's well exciting.
Dance time, as they call it, I think.
So we're in a prep shed prepping for the single shot for the New Year fireworks. So basically you split the wires in half, fold them like this, and then find what number it is, and then open one side, close it, open the other, and make sure they're closed like that so that nothing can go wrong. There's a lot of steps and checks and to make sure everything's correct. We have a sheet so the Q number matches the Q number on this. So you want the right firework with the right Q, basically. So the next time you'll see this play, it will be on a barge in London New Year, preparing for it.
So welcome to the glamorous location of the lock at King George V docks. This is where we load up the 3 barges. Each individual barrage of shells has an individual igniter which is wired into our control boxes. They're all then linked together to the panel and the laptop. So by the end of today we'll have all the shells in and we'll be able to do a full continuity test to make sure that everything's loaded and everything's wired in correctly.
If you're going to a concert and the lighting is in time with the music, it makes you feel the energy way more. So this is 100% where we've kind of focused our efforts. As you can see here, we're chasing around the eye. We've taken full control for the first time. They're still putting lights out all the way across the bank, so you're starting to see some of the extended lighting going across the bank for the first time. There's the Ukraine look there. The second the pyrotechnics go off, we'll be using all of that smoke to double the brightness of all those lights, so those beams will really punch through.
Lovely.
Looks pretty sweet. Sorry.
So we really started with just an emotion.
And our theme for this year, With Love from London, really captures the true essence of what we want to celebrate.
It's a beautiful thing to create and to be a part of.
This event would I think, creatively be one of my proudest moments.
I think it's probably been the most challenging thing I've done in a long time.
It's been amazing, actually. I have to say that everyone we've been working with have been just hugely inspirational.
I think there's always strong threads of connectivity to people who know London, have lived in London, or just enjoy the idea that what London represents to them.
There's so many New Year's events taking place, and London wants to stand out and make it the one that people remember.
If you look around me, all the people that are gathered here, it just goes to show you how important live events are.
People are going to have that step back moment and like, wow, I've never seen this before, I've never seen this before.
When you feel totally overwhelmed by the scale, the awe, the size, the sound, makes my kind of hair stand up on the back of my neck because of what that kind of experience really delivers.
I'll feel relieved. I'll feel relieved when we get to 1. And I think immediately after that, quite soon after that, I think I'm going to think, what are we going to do next year?